Alright, so in this tutorial, I'll be going over how to set up a watch list scanner and plug in certain indicators that I use to identify certain entry points and exit points throughout Thinkorswim. So to start off, we'll be using the RSI scanner. You can go here by going to the watch list sector on the left side of the TOS, and you just go down to Create Scanner Query. Here, this is where we'll create the fields of which you want to meet the certain criteria to identify stocks that we see value in and identify potential. So for me, I like to see the last price, roughly with a minimum of $10 to a max to the highest stock out there on the market. We'll be adding a few more. Also our volume, roughly between 100,000. And we have one more down here, percent change. I'm looking for ideally any kind of stock that's having a movement between 1 to 2% of pre-market activity, and therefore the maximum of up to 1,000%. All right, so we'll add one more filter, but it's going to be our study filter. This is where it'll identify the RSI scanner. Let's go to popular studies and it'll be under RSI scan. Here's what we'll be using the RSI to identify stocks that have a overbought tendency or recently have been overbought or oversold. And to meet the criteria that we're looking for, we're trying to see anything but not fair value that's actually oversold. So we can find a good entry point to write it back up to increase more probability of success. So we're going to look for less than, and our fair value price point is going to be, or percentage is going to be around 45. That's in the middle. So anything below that we'll pull up on our scanner and we can identify and add to our charts. So just enter that. So like I said, RSI scanner 14 Wilders, average is going to be less than 45. And then we can save that, give it a name, RSI scanner 2, because I already have one. All right, so just save that in there. And here you can just select the RSI. You want to go to your personal, and it'll pull up right here. So you can, instead of having the actual watch list of the default that you're already given, or any kind of company that you've already identified that you see value in, you can just add the scanner to that watch list, and it'll scan stocks throughout the entire market for you. As we can see, recently I've actually was able to identify 5 below. And given my indicators, I saw that it was on the oversold side from the indicators right here with our RSI mixed with our simple moving average crossover, signifying a good entry point for us to buy and ride that way further up. Giving us roughly, I want to say, a 14% gain. All right, so let's go to the chart. You want to go to studies, edit studies, and you can see plug in these as you see fit, and this is exactly what I have on my chart every day that I trade and what I identify to seek potential within the market. We're going to have our stochastic full, our simple moving average of 9, our simple moving average of 5, mixing with our RSI standard default. So just to give you an understanding of how to utilize these indicators, we're going to have to look at the 1-day 5-minute and the 1-day 15. These are going to help you identify proper entry points from looking at these specific areas within the stock. So for say, let's look at Roku. Looking at the 1-day 5, and we also have these arrows here. This arrow is signaling a downtrend, but we don't take or use these arrows of confirmation until it's been confirmed with the crossover here on the RSI and the SMA crossover. So once we have the SMA crossover and we also have the same arrow lining up with that particular movement, we can therefore take that position side. We can see, well, this is a downward put, and we wait for another sell-off point for it to be down here. This is where we would close out that position and lock in roughly 3.75%. Just be mindful that this particular algorithm is only used for certain time points throughout the market. So it's best for using the 1-day 5 and the 1-day 15, and here and there it's a hit or miss with the 1-day hourly. So, and let's look at Apple, as I can just show you, just to show you how it is a little bit sensitive to certain stocks and stipulations. So we have these crossovers, he's signaling when to go, when to buy, and when to enter the market. But for some reason, we didn't know when to buy here, so we just have to adjust the time frame. Usually, that's going to be about 1 day, 1 minute. All right. Here goes our cross, and we only take it when it lines up with the arrows. And there goes our arrow right there, crossing over with our crossover, the SMA and the RSI crossover. Here we can go for a call. So just to narrow it down for you, so whenever there's a crossover on the upper region signaling overbought, this is where we sell our position or identify a put. And this is where you would also sell your put and also make an entry point for a call for it to ride back up and put for newer highs. This concludes the video. Thank you.